Oh yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFlyBoyWay. Don't XY to check out the channel. And you know what time it is, man. If you haven't seen the profile picture already, the thumbnail, you know it's about to go down. It's about 1 month, and to be honest, it's 1 month and 1 month and 6 days away from landing in Cartagena, Colombia. Now, me and my homie King James, we did this last year, and normally I try to go somewhere new at least once a year, and this year is going to be Tokyo that I go to new. However, we're going back to Cartagena and Barranquilla. Now, we're going to only be in Cartagena for 3 days, and Barranquilla, my fault. We're going to be in Cartagena for 4 days, and Barranquilla in 4 days, because, a lot of things changed since the pandemic. And I want to get an update to how things are. So, and I'm telling everybody now, on February 10th, we'll be flying out of either Miami or flying out of Newark to go to Cartagena, and we're going to go over stuff as we normally do. Now, with that intro said, we're going to start with a place to stay. Now, because of the pandemic, they made a major change. The major change is that if you're staying in a high rise, which is anything over 5 stories, you now have to register your guests 24 hours in advance for anything in a high rise. However, anything 5 stories and down, there are some places where you don't have to register guests. And I'm going to help you guys and ladies, if you're here, find those places, because I saw a couple few. Now, me personally, before I get into showing you guys where I'm staying, because everything's hooked and booked. The flight is booked. I'm going to tell you what the price was for my flights. The Airbnb is booked for Barranquilla and and Cartagena. I'm going to tell you the price that we paid. Me and King James paid for the two Airbnbs, and then we're going to go over some activities. And like I said, we got to start early. Normally we start earlier than a month for pregame, but because there's nothing major going on, we're starting a month early. So let's get straight into it. 3 minutes in. All right, let me share the screen with y'all. First, let me shout out everybody in the room that came in here. Lord Beanie, what's going on, man? Corey the Investor. Yes, sir. NJ in the building, man. Oh, Donuts is in the building. 84, I see you. Kalin, how do I get a travel boy group? I don't have a travel group. Like when I go, like King James is my homie. We grew up together. So when I go, or my brother, when I go with Mel Money, those are like my people that you see me with. It's the only people I go with. But when I get there, I meet everybody, because I'm just a regular guy. So I'm cool with meeting people if you're in the same place. Travel Shortcuts, what's going on, my G? I see you doing your thing over there in the DR. I see you doing your thing in Colombia, in them back streets. Y'all gotta check out Travel Shortcuts channel. He has footage that's like not really gonna be seen a lot, because it's like in the back streets and stuff. Victor Bowman, what's going on, man? Woo! On the 4th to the 8th, yo, listen, you're gonna have a ball, man. Like I said, Barranquilla Carnival is not supposed to be happening this year as far as the big carnival, but they're gonna have events. They said they may move their carnival later on, or they may have it without people, but they're gonna have events, and I'm there. But Cartagena is coming first. All right. No, I'm not really a big person. I'm not big on travel groups, man. I like playing stuff out myself. Let's see. What about the PCR testing? The PCR testing at this time is not required for Colombia. From what I've been seeing, the only thing that's required in Colombia for this time is the actual fill out information you have to fill out an hour before you get to the place. But hopefully they don't change it with all the stuff that's going to happen in the wintertime in the States. But either way, we're gonna go. I'm against taking the PCR test, but I'm hooked and booked, and I'm not changing my trip. So let's hope for the best. No, it's not required. Black Hand, what's going on? We got 48 people in the room. We're gonna get into it. I'm shouting everybody out, and then we getting straight into the business, man. Yeah, definitely smash the like button, everybody. I'll be there on the 30th in Medellin. Okay, I'm holding off on Medellin until things get better, so I can make sure I do it right. What's going on, Incognito? I'm gonna have to rush through this because there's a lot of people here. I want to get to the stuff. Mr. Bond, what's going on, man? Okay. Appreciate you, man. B Royale. Ooh, I know you enjoyed yourself, man, especially if you was there for New Year's, because I heard New Year's it was going down. Ascendant Atheist, what's going on? Aesthetics, what's going on? Listen. Okay. Sensei, what's up, man? Brother for another mother. Listen, I just want to show all you guys respect because I definitely appreciate you guys coming and seeing. MG Toe, what's going on, man? I heard the PCR test was redone on as of January 4th. I'll look more into it, but from the people that keep saying they came back, they said they didn't have to take it, so maybe it was before January 4th, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go along. 51 people in the room, let's go. I traveled to DR a lot longer. All right, I'm gonna get to your questions later. Let's get to the stuff, man. We already 6 minutes in. All right, so the first thing I had to do was book the flight, right? So I'm gonna show you guys what I did. Let's share the screen. All right, shared. And let's go to booking a flight first, right? So I'm from Newark, New Jersey, so I'm going to leave out of Jersey. Let's go from. I always go to Google Flights because right now Google Flights has been giving the best deal. EWR to Cartagena. EWR to Cartagena. That's the only part I'm going to go this way for because I want to make sure I show you guys. Look at these prices. That's February 20th though. But look at these prices though. No. 10th to let's just put one way because I'm leaving from Barranquilla. I'm leaving from Barranquilla. 10th to let's put from the 10th to the 13th. Because I'm leaving I'm going to the Barranquilla on the 13th after we leave Cartagena. But let's put one way. All right, let's put done. Show flights. All right, let's keep one way. Now coming from now check this out. Look at this, fellas. Look at this. Okay. Coming out of Newark, New Jersey. Going to Cartagena. I may have to change my flight because I didn't pay this little bit. Coming out of Newark, going to Cartagena it's a 7-hour ride, and it's $79. No. I definitely have to change my flight. My fault, y'all. I definitely have to change my flight. You do have to get up at 6 a.m., but it's $79 to go from Newark, New Jersey to Cartagena on the 10th, right? And then when I come back, I'm going to Miami. So I'm going from Barranquilla because I'm going to be in Miami for a week to fix my place. Fix my place up. To Miami is is $172. So you're talking about $79, $100. You're talking about less than $300. Or even if I go back to let me see EWR. Let's just do EWR. Barranquilla EWR. Make it fair. All right. So let's say to make it fair, it's $285 plus $79. We're talking $365, something like that. $367 for a round trip. Listen, man. Yeah, you can't beat these prices, man. These prices are just astronomically crazy. I just wanted to point that out to you guys. And if you're not even going to Barranquilla, you want to go back to from Cartagena on the not on the 10th. You're going to come back on the. If you're going to come back when I'm going to come back, which will be on the 13th, no, 10th to the 16th. Yeah, you're talking 181 round trip, 181. Yo, that's crazy. To Barranquilla, Colombia. I mean to Cartagena, Colombia, and back for a week in February. That's what we're talking right there, fellas. So I'm going to close that out because the next thing I want to show you is the place that I'm staying. Yeah, I know everybody's talking about spirit. We're gonna get to that. We'll get to the room next. All right. So remember I told you guys, there's two things you have to worry about. You have to worry about places that don't allow guests at all or visitors at all, and you have to worry about places that require you to have guests sign in 24 hours in advance. Now, me personally, I like staying in a very nice place. So the place that I picked is right alongside of the beach. Now, some of you might know this already. This is like right next to Holiday, La Playa Holiday, Hollywood Playa, and this is one of the places that you have to book your guests 24 hours in advance. Now, luckily, last year I met a woman, and we're not going to get into the woman part until Wednesday when I do the single man's guide to dating, or single man's dating from single man's perspective. So I'm going to keep that part off, but I will say that I met a woman last year, and I didn't get a chance to connect with her because we were doing so much when we was going to Palenque, when we was going to different cooking events and stuff, that I didn't get a chance to get up with her. So this year, I'm going to hang out with her for the first 2 days. And you guys may have seen her before. If you follow my Instagram, I have a video. She was on my the People's platform when she was dancing. She was on there. So we're going to hang out for the 10th and the 11th. And then after that, we'll be able to move around. And I'll tell you some nightclubs and stuff too. So let me get to some of your questions because there's 68 people in the room. I appreciate you guys for coming in. I'm trying to do them both at the same time, get to your questions and still fill you guys in on the information. Okay, so we ended here right here. All right, cool. I travel to DR a lot. I don't mind linking up in Colombia next time we go. Listen, I'm telling everybody where I'm going now. 71 people in the room. I hope you hit the like button. Anyone coming in has to quarantine 14 days. That's optional. That's optional. They say they want you to self-quarantine for 21 days as an option. The issue is that people don't understand when the government makes these rules, it's a difference from a mandate and a suggested quarantine time. It's a mandate. It's a suggested quarantine time right now. It could be a mandate later on, but it's a suggestion. I don't follow suggestions. Okay, Theo, going in March. What about the 14-day quarantine once you get there? That part I did not hear about. Okay, so this is new. Okay, so you're talking about going there. Anyone coming into Cartagena has to quarantine for 4. I never heard that part. I haven't heard that part. But I hope that I'll figure some way around that. I don't know. We'll figure some way around that. We got to see. I mean, got to see. When it gets closer to the date, maybe they'll change it because it's still a month away. So they may change their procedures. But regardless, we're going, man. We're definitely going. Let's see. Like I said, Najee, what's going on, man? Oh, shoot. Najee from Science High. Oh, man, let's take it way back, man. I think that's you, right? Might be. My fault. Might not be. But, what did I say? I hope it's not, but let's see. Just got the email for mandatory 14 days for all travelers. Wow. This is getting crazier, man. This is getting crazier. Whoa. I gotta really look into that some more, man. Like, see, I'm learning with you guys. That's the best thing about my channel, I feel. I feel as though I don't come in like I know everything. I come with a plan and then it changes as it goes. But for now, you know, I'm trying to get in there, man. Let's see. My flight is Thursday. I'm canceling. Okay. Wow, that is crazy. Love your energy. Theo, what's up, man? Same as me, bro. I'm canceling my shit. Don't want to be quarantined over there. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, I think, right now, they have a quarantine in Dominican Republic, and they have a quarantine in Colombia. From what I was watching on Black Man's Travels, they have a quarantine right now. But in my mind, that is only going to, I mean, from what I thought I've seen, that's only going to last until, I think, the middle of January. And then that comes off. When that comes off, I think maybe the 14-day rule comes off too. But you guys are going to see this develop. This is the best part of going live. We're going to watch this develop together. Worst comes to worst, yo, I don't know how, but I'm gonna have to do something where I'm gonna have to get a ride and sneak from Cartagena to Barranquilla. We're gonna work something out, fellas. Just believe that. Believe that. Let me see. All right. Talking about Colombia, booked flight for next week. Spirit sent me an update noon confirming the restrictions as of January 4th. Yes, a lot of places, like I said, a lot of places are doing restrictions right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Not flying Spirit. It's tough, man. Yo, I'm gonna be in Miami on the 19th, Orlando on the 16th of February. Yeah, I'll be back in Miami on the 16th of February. All right. So let's get to some more stuff, fellas. While we're doing this, I'm gonna get back to the group. Let me make sure I figure out where I left that. All right, right there, Korean investor. All right. So we take this off for now. The next thing, like I said, is this, fellas. This place, like I said, is 24 hours, but I'm going to show you guys a place right now where you don't have to call in your guests or your visitors early. This place right here, it doesn't allow your visitors to go in common areas. Like I'll show you what it says right here. House rules. It says guest visitors are not allowed in common areas like the pool. That's the only rule against it. However, this is a self check-in with a keypad, which means that you can basically bring whoever you want into your place at whatever time you want them to bring. There's no rules on here that says that you have to check in with the guard or anything. So because that's not on here, it's most likely not going to have to be done when you get there. And if it is done, you can always change and say, hey, Airbnb, these rules are incorrect. But I have a feeling from my experience with self-checkout and check-in places, this is going to be a place where you can just walk up into, get inside, and have fun. You know what I mean? Or call Tinder or something like that. The next thing I wanted to do was I was trying to look for activities. Like I said, I'm still planning as if there's not going to be a curfew, there's not going to be a quarantine. I don't know, but I'm still going to plan in advance just in case. So I went to things to do on Airbnb. Now, Airbnb experiences in my usage have been good. They have been good so far. So far, they've been good. But on this one, there weren't too many things to do. It was mostly cooking, walking, or riding a bike. The only two things that I had interest in was one, going to, and I'm going to show you because it's going to come up. The first thing I had interest in was going to Playa Blanca because last time I didn't have enough time to go to Playa Blanca. So I'm thinking that this time, no restrictions or whatever it takes, I'm going to book a day for Playa Blanca and spend it in. Now I'm not sure yet if I want that to be the day that I'm with my female friend, but because sand to the beach, but at the same token, you don't want to go to the beach and then it's just two dudes on the beach, just like not really. But we're gonna look into that. And the second thing that I saw that I wanted to do is rum tasting. Now those that know me know I'm not a big drinker. However, it's something different to do. It's only 2 hours long, and I'm gonna get some good footage off of it. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to go back and forth with everything to you guys on the Whisk name. Let's go with back to the room. We got 97 people in the room. I hope you hit the like button. We're going through your comments at the same time as I'm explaining this. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. What's up there? Spirit played him. He says, damn, it could be Spirit. But listen, I don't put anything against Spirit. If you've seen my Vlogmas, then you know what I went through with Spirit trying to get to Miami. So I don't put nothing against it, but I'm still keeping track of it. 3 baths, I see you. Yo, the only reason, and here's the thing, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, and I'm not going to I'm not capping. This junk says $175 a night. There's no way. There's no way I would pay that. There's no way I would pay that. I mean, even with two of us, it just was like, yo, come on, I'm not paying $175 a night. It ended up being like $130 a night with two people. And it has all this stuff and it's on the beach. So for me, that was cool. $130 a night with the cleaning fees and everything ended up being like $400 for 3 nights. For 3 nights with the cleaning fees and stuff was $400. So it was definitely this place. I'm gonna show you some pictures though. Let me show you some pictures. It was definitely really cool. It was definitely really cool. This view, spectacular, man. If I could knock something down in this view, it's gonna be crazy. But nice spacious balconies. I don't know if anybody in the room stayed here before, but I like the pool. And the good thing about this is that as long as you register your guests 24 hours in advance, they have access to all common areas. So, you know, it's going to be experience. Definitely going to be experience, you know what I mean? And this is not a hotel. This is a condominium. So it's cool. And that's the other bedroom. It's 2 bedrooms. They both have oceanfront views, and it's dope, man. It looks dope, at least. It looks dope. And it has a high rating on it, which is, I think 4.8. See? That's what you want to check for. Oh yes. Another brother coming down, social light skin in the building. We're going to try to get him to start his YouTube channel eventually, soon as ever. But yeah, social light skin is definitely coming down to Cartagena. He's going to be down there also. Who else said there also? Passport Stamp said he's going to be down there also. And I do believe Stillmatic is going to be there. It's exactly almost the same as last year because it's a place we can go. Let's see. Can we talk? I would like to relocate there, and if you know anyone that can help, I can give you my number. Winford, if you're looking to relocate there, I can point you to the direction of some people who have a lot more information than I do because I haven't been over there for more than 2 weeks at a time. You would go to Black Men's Travel on YouTube. He has a site, and he's living in Medellin right now. You can also go to Carlton Adventure. He's living in Medellin right now. You can go to Ace Live. Ace Live has been in Colombia for like a year. And on top of that, Black Men's Travels has a Facebook page where there are numbers of people who are expats, people who frequently go, and they can get all the information. So if you take down those 3 things, the Facebook Black Men Travels, YouTube Black Men Travels, Ace Live, Carlton Adventures, and even Rami Travels, as well as yeah, you can get all information, man. So that's that. Speaking of Rami Travel, shout out to Rami Travels in the building, man. Definitely check out his channel, man. He got some dope content, man. He's back in the game and he's doing big things. Flying. Oh yeah, you definitely. Quarantine is only mandated if you don't have a PCR test. Okay, so that might be something that we need to do, even though I'm not against it. I just didn't want to take it. But Colombia was the only place that could possibly get me to take that test. This is all brand new, was announced today. All right, well, we're going to see how things work out all together. Big Wop, what up, man? Or if you're false positive. No quarantine is not required. Smooth mentality. Smooth, what's going on, man? Well, we're getting all mixed up at the same time, fellas. Like I said, I'm going to start tracking that as when I get off of this live. I'm going to track it for a little bit, but we'll track it as these next 4 weeks go because we're not leaving until February 10th. So we got some time to get things in order. Whiskey, what's going on? There's no way around it. Either you get a test or quarantine. They will test you. It will test you while you're in quarantine as well as at your own cost. Okay. I live in Cartagena. These days are super crowded. Okay, Warlocky, we got more information. See, somebody that was just looking for somebody who lives in Cartagena. He lives in Cartagena, so you can help him out, Winfrey. 109 people in the room. I hope you hit the room. I hope you hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. J Mass, what's up, man? I have to grind early tomorrow, but I'll be recapping the whole. Definitely appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. Okay. Oh, he said he left Medellin 2 months ago. Oh, okay. Same here. Just have the paper and you're good. Well, we're going to see because they said it was some things today. It's a change the government didn't want. The Supreme Court ruled against the governor's wishes, and now they have to apply a PCR test. Okay, is that in? That's all in Colombia, right? Because I want to look into that. All right, that's cool. Like I said, Colombia is the only place I would take a PCR test to get into and be able to move around freely. It's a simple test. It's not that big of a deal. It's annoying mostly because it's in a tight time frame. If you have a PCR test within 90 days of flying, you're good. If not, you have to quarantine for 14 days. Invest in Bitcoin, bro. Black Ham said there's a loophole. There's always a loophole, man. There's quarantine and Cartagena. Not everyone is going out. I have a video that I put up here, and I'm going to show you guys. We're talking also, and this guy just came back, or he just came back from Cartagena. Like, I've watched a lot of YouTube, and on YouTube I find a lot of good information. I'm not the only one with guides. There's a lot of other guys out there with great stuff and great content. And this is one guy who just came back. If you look at the video date, it was December 24th. He just came back. I think he said December 22nd, and he just said that Space was open, Club Space was open, Dolce Vita was open. There's a new place called Delirium, and I'll play a little bit of his video. I can't because he has music on his stuff. But I'll let you guys see the place that the little place called Delirium. A new place, my fault, not little, a new place. And I definitely want to check out Delirium too. So, like I said, we're going to see about that PCR test here, though. Hope you guys can see that. Delirium Gastro Bay Bar. So, like I said, there's a lot of 123 people. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button if you guys can. There's a lot of new places and a lot of new stuff, and this is one place I want to check out. This is why I said if it requires the PCR test, I'll get it done in Florida and Miami before I go over there. I would like to link up with you and need brothers to help. Listen, I don't plan group trips, but if you're in the same area I'm at and we're all in the same area, we're going places, I'm all for linking up with people. You know what I mean? It's cool. I'm cool with that. Oh, you guys a lot. Okay. I didn't miss that much. Oh, yes, I did. Wow. Easy travel. Warlock. Big wow. There is a curfew, not mandatory quarantine. If you have a negative PCR test, you're good. Okay. Bro, you can find a test closer to the airport for like $150. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do that if that's what it takes. I would go through if I had connects. Unfortunately, I don't work Parquilleras still. Okay. What's going on, Capricorn Way? Yeah, man, I had a little bit of time to make the thing so everybody knew it was today. But we're basically capping down what's going on. For all the people that came in the room, once again, I'm going to Cartagena on the 10th, 11th, the 12th, and the 13th of February. This time is a little bit short of a trip because, you know, I don't want to get stuck in any kind of quarantine or anything like that. And then after we leave on the 13th, we're going to the Barranquilla for the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th before I come back to Miami. So that's going to be the moves. And the place that we're staying at is this place right here. This place is a place that you have to register your guests 24 hours in advance, but you do have other places and other options like this one, which you don't have to register nobody in advance. They just don't have access to the common areas. Now, hopefully that caught everybody up to where we're at, and we were showing what's the player's name? Cryptic Man's Cartagena video because it gives updates on how Cartagena was as of December 24th. That's his updates as of December 24th, 2020. So that's only a week and a half ago, and it should be somewhat very relevant. My last day in Parquilleras was fully open. Yeah, Medellin has been open the most out of all the places from what I've seen. My homie King James, Stillmatic, Passport Stamp, they had just came back from Parquilleras like a month or two ago. What was the big foreign city? What is the best foreign city to mingle in with women but no pay for play? It's a lot of them, man. Off the top of the head, I'd say Mexico, Playa del Carmen. Off the top of the head, Playa del Carmen. Secondly, Tulum. Thirdly, maybe Barranquilla, Colombia. It's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of them out there. I would be there now if I didn't lose. Damn, that's crazy. Argentina? I don't know. Is there a reason you prefer Airbnb? I prefer hotels. I like daily cleaning, turnover beds, 24-hour staff, and provide service. The price is cheapest than more Airbnbs. I like Airbnbs better because Airbnbs, we're over 30 minutes now, so we're going to be good. We're just answering your comments, and then we'll get back to more at the end. But I like Airbnbs better because the setup is better. It's more freedom. I can bring people in and out. I can go to different areas, and just like the atmosphere is better. They have pools outside, jacuzzis. It's not that many people. Sometimes they have private pools, and I just like the atmosphere better. I like the freedom better that comes with the Airbnb. When it's Aries, better go to Chocolan than Playa del Carmen. I haven't heard of Chocolan, but I think I did see that on things to do under this one, under Travelocity. Like I said, I check everybody. Everything's a Travelocity, Airbnb, Expedia. I try everything, and I look to see what the best thing is. I think that's Coquelin Resort. I thought I seen that playa here. I mean that beach here. But it's a lot. It's a lot. It seems like a lot to do for it to be shut down or it to be quarantined. It does seem like there's a lot to do. Now I've done El Tutamo before, so that's not going to be something I want to do again. We got 134 people in the room. I hope you hit the like button. And in the background, what I'll do is I'll play my videos. So while we're talking, I answer these questions from my trip to Cartagena last March. But it's it's pretty much hotels versus Airbnbs. Definitely Airbnbs. Best city to meet beautiful women. That's that one. Hotels not cheap. Yeah, hotels also not cheap in comparison to Airbnbs. Buenos Aires. Let's see. Boom. What's going on, man? Let's see. Honestly, I don't use washers. I really want to get to know more about that quarantine. Let's see if we can Google that real quick. Since we're doing this right here, we're doing this live. Let's Google that. Is PCR test needed to enter? This is the best thing about doing a live. The best thing about doing a live is that when you guys bring something up, we can fact check it right now. We can do all the stuff right now. Entering Colombia. If you travel to or from Colombia, the process can be done within 24 hours, 1 hour before. Remember requirements. Process departure form 5 PCR test will not be required to enter the national territory. Wait a minute. I don't know how old this is though. Hold up. This is Ivanka.com. This process can be done from 24 hours to 1 hour before. I think that's talking about. Let's go here. Let's go. Mandatory requirements in Colombia. If you travel to the interior Colombia for your comfort, followed by for national flights, airport, no. Install, no. If you travel to, regardless of your nationality, travel immigration form. That's the immigration form that you. This part right here is the immigration form that you have to fill out an hour before, or I think 24 hours before, something like that, before you go, before your flight, 2 hours before your flight. From November 5th, the PCR COVID test will not be required to enter the territory. Each traveler who arrives the country will be tracked by his or her insurer or health secretary at the place where he or she will be staying for the next 14 days. I don't know. Not be required. Each traveler who arrives in the country will be tracked by his or her insurer on the health sec. I don't know. I don't know how that works out to be tracked. But let's see. Before and during the flight. This is of November. Let's look to see if we can find something more updated because this is of November 5th. Let's see if we can find something more updated. Here we go. Let's go straight to the CDC website. Okay. When is this of? This is of updated as what? Travelers should avoid all travel to Colombia. Travelers may increase your chances of getting COVID. If you must travel before you travel, get tested. I think this is this is not a requirement. I think this is a what's the name? Let's see. I'm just going along with you guys so you guys can see it. That's why sometimes I don't like doing it because I don't read fast enough. But let's see if it's something that says mandatory. No. Let's go back because this doesn't show anything. Here we go. Nope, that's March 4th, 24th. Yeah, I don't see anything up to. Okay, here we go. I see something here. It says Colombia authorities reapply COVID-19 related testing requirements for international travels as of January 4th. So what he was saying was today, which is today. Here we go. As of January 4th, authorities in Colombia are reintroducing testing requirements for all international arrivals as part of the ongoing coronavirus disease response. As travelers must present proof of a negative COVID-19 test taken within no more than 96 hours before departure, persons with a test may be permitted an entry. Persons without tests may be permitted an entry, but will be subject to testing upon arrival and a 14-day quarantine. Wow. All travelers still need to complete the check. Okay. Approved. Okay. So basically, it says, does it say mandatory? Basically, he is definitely right when he says, say mandatory? I really gotta. You really gotta check for that midnight. Listen, I'm not telling anybody. Listen, okay, YouTube, whoever's watching this, I'm not telling anybody what to do and what not to do. But what I've learned from traveling just within the States, I know Colombia's a different country, but traveling within the States, when I went to Florida, back in April, when it was at its highest in the United States, I don't see how people track you. I really don't see how people track you. Maybe it was all the people coming in. I don't know, but we're just gonna play it by ear, everybody. But as somebody said in the room, it is saying that you can come in there without a test, but they're gonna test you at the airport, and you're gonna get a 14-day quarantine notice. So you got to take the chances if you want to take the chances. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna say we're gonna see how that goes. That's good enough. Let's put some more videos in the background. All right. Get some more questions. I go to Cartagena in 5 days. It's freezing. Yo, Rami, man, I don't know. Between you and Ace going to Bogota, I'm like, listen, bro, I'm in Colombia. There's no way I'm going to the New York weather, man. That's crazy. And if you do not pay for play, I'm not. And if you do pay for play, I'm not judging. I missed that part. If you don't have a PCR test, you will have to quarantine. Victor Bowman, we just read that, and that is what it said. 142 people in the room. I hope you hit the like button. Yeah, that's definitely what it just said when we read. For those that are just coming in, this is the thing we read where it said, right on the second paragraph or the first paragraph, that if you can come to you can go to to Colombia, but you're gonna have to either have the test or quarantine for 14 days. And once again, I'm not telling you what to do, but one way or another, I plan on moving around Colombia. So, let's see. MG Toe, when you stay away for a long time, to watch is important. Carry a message. That part of the reason. Yeah, it's a little tough. Like right now, what this whole pandemic is showing me is what places I can move around freely, because this is not going to be the only pandemic. This is not going to be the last pandemic. So watch very closely what places are moving and how they're moving, because that, if you're an investor, or if you want to live somewhere out of the country, you should definitely watch different countries and how they move. Because right now, I am very, very, very impressed by how Mexico moved. This whole thing, I'm impressed by it. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Where is that at? Kel's paid. We talking about what a run. Let's go through here. The building is called Morrow City. I have an apartment in there. That's a really great building. Oh, that's dope, Warlockery. That's dope. You see, it's definitely dope. It's a dope view at least. Do you speak Spanish? If you're out per years, you speak Spanish easy. Okay. Kel's Moscow. What's going on, Stefan? I appreciate everybody coming in the room and watching this. We're gonna go 20 more minutes. If you have any questions, I'm gonna get to them. I'm gonna go through the comments, ask them now. We're going 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna end the live, and then we're gonna come back on Wednesday, and we're going to go over the pre-gaming for women, and I'll break down to you guys what I'm doing when I'm in Cartagena and what I'm doing when I'm in Barranquilla. Travel Squad, what's going on, bro? Make sure you guys check out Travel Squad channel too, man. He got some good content. He got a lot of content in Thailand, so you want to check that out too. If you rent from the guy standing in front of the Plaza Grande, the mall, it costs $80 per night. I don't know which that one is. The Venezuelan women are actually the hot working women in Colombia. Listen. Yo, the Venezuelan, we're gonna talk more about women on Wednesday. So if you wanna be here for the women thing, we're gonna go through Tinder. I already got some swipes, I already got some likes. I told you guys I have a woman that I'm gonna hang out with for the first 2 days because of that 24-hour visitor registration thing. So definitely come Wednesday if you want to see that part. I'm in Cartagena January 26th for 5 weeks. Okay, that's what it is, Stefan. Like I said, I'm getting down to Cartagena on the 10th. And me and King James, social light skin, passport stamp, and maybe Stillmatic. It's going to be nice, man. And we're going to make it work. Yes. What's going on, Isaac? You got to take a PCR. Thanks, man. We definitely just I definitely went to that website because I wanted people to see for themselves rather than, have like a bunch of us all trying to say it. But maybe they change it in a month. We don't know. But at this point, the website says you have to have a PCR test or you have to quarantine for 14 days, just like Isaac said. All right, let's keep going. Malcolm Grant, what's going on, man? Nice. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's dope. Yeah, definitely help get this brother here to like 1,000, man. He definitely is on the grind. He's on the grind every day. He does a lot of stuff on this channel. He's building his channel up. He's still starting, but if a subscribe don't cost nobody anything, man. Let's see. Colombian women are less. I'm not gonna say that now. I'm not gonna go that far. But I feel you, man. I'm not gonna go that far though. Let's see. The PCR test is the test they stick up your nose, all the way up your nose, and they get that, and then it comes back. So, and that test costs about $150, $200. $200 if you got insurance, it's like $150, but $200. So it's definitely worth it if you can move around freely. I had one 2 weeks ago, negative. Nice. You're right. Colombia is the only place worth taking a test for me. Like that's my perception. My perception for me, yes, definitely. I'm going to get my dues to change up. Bro, let's see. There's no quarantine or COVID test for Colombia. I am here now. It ended November 5th. Okay, Travel Squad, yeah. But we just opened the page up right here. I was trying to show everybody. And it just changed literally today. It just changed today. So even if you're there November 5th, it changed today. So if you see how fast it changed, people, he was there November 5th. It ended. And now it's January 5th and it's back again. So we don't know, but maybe February 5th, it goes away. And then we don't even have to worry about it. So we just have to go as it comes and, take it as it goes. Backwards. Let me see. They speak in English in Argentina. All right. Very educated. I do want to eventually get to Argentina or Argentina and Chile because I know some people over there. However, right now, Argentina is really going through a tough time. From what I'm hearing from Argentina people, even the people I meet in Miami that's from Argentina are saying, listen, everybody's fleeing because it's going through a real tough time. So I would hold off on that. Yes. Yes. What's going on, Barber World TV? Yo, Barber World TV is in the building, man. This guy has a lot of content. He's in DR right now. Colombia the other week. Brazil the other week. Listen, if you guys like my channel, you're definitely gonna like Barber World TV's channel, man. And he's a real cool brother. I met him in person, so I can vouch for his credibility and for his genuineness, man. So definitely check out his channel, man. Got some great stuff on there. Let's see. I don't know anyone traveling. Yeah, it's just tough right now, man. 156 people in the room. I hope you hit the like button, man. Let's share this. Let's get this going. And remember, if you're here now and you want to hear about the part about the pregame for the women, come back on Wednesday, because Wednesday we're going to go over pregaming in this pandemic era. If you look for a good place in Cartagena, hit me up. Okay, you hear him? You hear him? Hey, look, we got somebody right there that's in Cartagena for anybody that wants to get information. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's nice out there right now. How many of y'all live in Cartagena? Let's link up cats that live. Look, perfect. Look, just two people back to back that say they in Cartagena. See, that's the great part about this about having this platform. And like I said, there's some things YouTube does I don't really like, but there's a lot of stuff they do correctly. And this is one thing they did correctly. They make it possible so that brothers and everybody can link up and find the people without. Because when you Google stuff, you don't get all the information. But talking to people that's like this, you will. 162 people in the room. Let's get that lights up. Let's get the lights up. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I try to show my experience so that people can see if they like it and then maybe experience it for themselves. Wow, I cannot be that far up, can I? All right, so this is just. All right, oh, wow, I am that far up. Okay. Okay, see, you got people right. Mr. Jones, what's going on, man? Big Wop says, what's a guest-friendly hotel in Medellin? Listen, somebody can answer that in this room. I'm almost certain somebody can answer that in this room. But like I said, for me, hotels are real tight, strict on restrictions. I don't put that out there. I see my record. Of course, because see what happens is, Rami, is if I like a lot of people's videos. Even if I only watch 5-10 minutes, I try to watch at least 5 minutes of everybody's video before I like it. So it's gonna always pop up on the side of my thing. Okay. What's going on, Black Ham? Ty, let's see. Dip set. What's going on, man? How you living? All right, Dave says there's plenty of women. There's plenty. Just meet women that like you. Definitely, man. There are, but with this whole pandemic stuff, we got easy with the stuff, because you don't want to put yourself in an awkward predicament when everyone is like, you know. Old Prentice Williams says, "What's going on, man? I know we talking about Colombia, but have you heard anything about mandatory quarantine in Mexico? Someone's telling me it's about to happen." Listen, when I told you guys that Mexico impressed me, Mexico has been open for travel through the air the entire time this pandemic was around. The entire time Mexico has been open. So when people start saying things like that, it's a little bit harder for me to believe that they would do that now versus when the pandemic was at its highest and they were still allowing people to come in. I was going to go in April, but last April, the way that the government in the United States made it seem like you couldn't even fly over there. But Mexico was always open, man. And right before I was going to go, Passport Action, shout out to Passport Action, he was out there. He has a dope video from spring break in Mexico, and that was in April, and I went in July. So if he was April and July, they was open the whole time. Crazy, man. I'll be there February 17th to 21st. Listen, the great thing is that we're all going at different times. Some people are going in the beginning, some people are going at the end. So we'll all be able to do exactly what we're doing now, informing people that's coming after us how it's going. And that's the best part. How long am I going to stay there? I'm going to be in Cartagena on the 10th, 11th, 12th, and the 13th. On the 13th, I'm leaving Cartagena and I'm going to Barranquilla because Barranquilla may not have its carnival, but there's going to be parties there, and I'm going to hang out with my Venezuelan woman. Let's see. What's better, Cartagena or Playa del Carmen? Right now, Playa del Carmen. Right now, Playa del Carmen. I can't say Playa on the regular. On the regular, I say Cartagena, but right now, Playa del Carmen has a lot of stuff down. What's going on? NC in the building, North Carolina. You guys holding it down, man. I like that guy Moro you got from North Carolina. He's dope artist. New quarantines. Like I said, things change all the time. If this pandemic has shown you guys anything, things can change in the snap of a finger that fast. So we don't want to say that it is until we get there. Right now it is, but it might not be by the time I go in February. Because just like DR, right now DR has a 10-day right now Dominican Republic has a 10-day ridiculous quarantine curfew where you have to be in on a weekend by 12 o'clock lunchtime. But that might not last more than 10 days. So we got to play it as ear. That's the one thing you should learn from this pandemic, that you should know things change. You got to be ready to move when you can. Let me see. How long do you recommend staying in Cartagena? I mean, as long as you can afford, really. But I personally enjoy staying in Barranquilla longer because it's more downtime, it's more calm, and things are less cheaper. But I like going to Cartagena for like 3 or 4 days because it's a party city. I can party. I'll get the hottest women in the country because all the hottest Colombian women fly down to Cartagena. They fly down to Cartagena, 1, because they know that's where the money at. 2, because it's the most tourist place in the country. And 3, you might catch a lot of girls in Medellin, but the women from Medellin fly to Cartagena. The women from Cartagena don't always fly to Medellin. Being able to cook your own meals every week, being able to cook my own meals make Airbnb worth it. Eating out 3 times a day and drinks is dumb. I personally don't cook, but it is nice to have a place to cook if I want to bring company. Colombia compared to Brazil. Brazil has a wider variety of Brazil has a lot of 12s. If I'm rating on 1 to a 10 scale, Brazil has a lot of 12s. But if you were to say where the most beautiful women at, it would be Colombia, because the Colombia woman averages at maybe a 7.5, right? That might be the average of a Colombian woman. This is my opinion. The average Brazilian woman might only be at a 7 because there are a lot of 1s and 2s in Brazil, and then there are a lot of 12s and 13s in Brazil, and so the falls in the average. This is from somebody who's been to Rio de Janeiro, somebody who's been to Sao Paulo. This is my opinion of how I compare a woman in Colombia versus Brazil if I'm going to average them out. Do I think Cartagena nightlife is safe for a solo traveler? Yes, because 1, there's police on every corner, a lot of them. As long as you don't do weird stuff like venture off that far out of the beaten path, then you'll be okay. Like right now in the video that you see in the background playing, we're not in the clock. We're in the clock tower area, but we're not in the clock tower. We're not right in the area. We're walking outside. We're down the street and around the corner from the clock tower. This is still on the beaten path. This is by Club Taboo and Farandula, but I can't pronounce that, but by Club Taboo. And this is on the beaten path, but it's a way out. This is still safe for a solo traveler. This is still safe. But if you want to keep going, you keep going. You know, PCR test not needed now. Like I said, we just showed the site that said it was. But we can go back and forth. But it can change at any time. So for right now, I'm going to say it does appear to be needed if you don't want to quarantine for 14 days. At the same token, who's going to prove that you got to stay inside for 14 days? Is somebody going to watch you? I know in the United States, that doesn't happen, especially if you went to like Florida or Houston or Atlanta during the time when it's real big in April. None of that happens. So in my mind, if the United States can't monitor somebody who's just flown in, do I think Colombia is going to be able to do that? I don't know. Does it make sense? Not really, but we'll see. Like I said, and they actually changed it today. Flyboy, you have to go to Buenos Aires one day. I guarantee you'll blow your mind. Once, like I said, once the stuff get back to normal or normal-ish in Argentina, I might consider it, man. There's still a lot of places. Jaime, what's going on, man? Jersey in the building. And gonna end up meeting you in Colombia on the Colombia first. Okay, that's what it is, man. Listen, like I said, I'm in the building, man. I got my ticket book, my Airbnb book. I'm going. If I got to take the test, I'll take the test. If it is what it is. It's the only place I'm taking the test for. I haven't even taken the test so I can go back to work when they were trying to make me, when my job was trying to make you quarantine for 2 weeks. I wouldn't even take the test. I just said, hey, don't pay me for 2 weeks. That's me going to work. I said, I'm not going to work. Just don't pay me for 2 weeks. I'm not taking the test. But going to Colombia, yeah, I am. Everything changes, man. Buenos Aires is good, but nothing. What's going on, man? 162 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully get the like button. This guy's kind of dope. Let's see. New article Garner posted today. Yes, I know. I literally just showed everybody. It was right here. I still got it up where it says you have to. So those people that's just coming in, this article right here, if you read on the first line, it says PCR tests are not needed, but if you don't have a negative PCR test in the last 96 hours of your flight, they're going to mandate you to. They're going to require you to quarantine. How they're going to prove that you're quarantined? Who knows? In the United States, they didn't track anybody. In Colombia, maybe they got a new method, but who knows? Let's get back to the videos. Let's go. Check the Colombian migration website. I heard it's required in Bogota now. Cartagena is the most open city now. I don't know, Travel Squad. Medellin seemed like the most open city from because I watch YouTube a lot, man. I watch a lot of YouTube. Rami Travels has updates every day. Carlton Adventures has updates every day. Black Men Travel has updates every week. And from what I've seen, Medellin has been the most open. And mind you, King James, passport stamp, and Stillmatic just came back a month ago. So yeah, Medellin has been to me the most open. Okay, PCR test will not be required. Like I said, we're going back. What websites did I use to pregame? Tinder is all I do now. Tinder is all I do now. The reason why I only do Tinder now is because it's so much on Tinder with this whole curfew and stuff. And this is one thing that the curfew did. The curfew in Colombia, and I don't know about the DR because I haven't checked the DR, but the curfew in Colombia made it so that there are an extremely large amount of women on Tinder just searching. Extremely. I'm swiping for an hour at a time, and not losing no matches. So, like I said, Tinder is definitely what it is for this quarantine. It's old article. You really need to read it. The one I'm showing is an old article because this one says as of January 4th. So I don't know if this could be an old article. But yeah, it says January 4th, updated at 4:19 p.m. So I don't know if this one is an old article rather. From 1/4. Okay, time frame expected from 1/4 to 1/18. I don't know if that's when they're gonna have the PCRs from, but who knows? Let me go back to the video. Colombian women or Cuban women, Colombian women. Look, I got a Cuban woman I'm specifically going to Cuba for because we're working some things out. But Colombian women, I can't even. It's just too much of a variety. See, whenever somebody compares Colombia to a place like it's an island, it's just not fair because Colombia, I could say you can compare Cartagena to Cuban women or Cartagena to Dominican women, but you can't compare having the ability to have Cartagena, Medellin, Bogota, Cali, and other places all to the island. It's just not going to be fair. You're looking at old requirements, Flyboy. Today it changed January 4th. No, okay, wait. Isaac. This one says January 4th. This one says January 4th, and it was updated on January 4th from what it says here. I don't know if I'm looking at it wrong, but it's saying that it's required. But you can, I mean, it's not required, but if you don't have one, the entry will be subject to testing upon arrival and a 14-day quarantine. So I don't know, maybe that doesn't look like it's a old one. So I don't know. Like I said, we'll find out as we go, man. So January 4th restrictions, trust me, it's better feeling. I just say take yourself place. That info is old. All right, so what's the new info then? Somebody said they sent the link. All right, so we're gonna do this. All right, we're gonna do that then. Hold on, let me plug this phone, this computer in. And we're over time right now. We're over an hour right now. This is not supposed to go over an hour, but we got 156 people in this room, and we all want to know. So I'm gonna plug this stuff. I'm gonna plug this in, and we're gonna do exactly what you guys are suggesting. We're gonna do exactly what you guys are suggesting. And this is why I don't make when I do pre-games, this is why I don't do pre-games that aren't live. The reason why I don't do pre-games that aren't live is because we can't do stuff like this, like when you guys suggest something and I check it if I'm just pre-recording it. So let's go to this one and let's go to Google. Oh, shucks. All right, I'm gonna put Colombia, January 2021 PCR testing. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Requirements. For those that know, I can't spell for nothing. That was just updated. Okay, so we're gonna skip this one. We're not gonna go to this one. Let's go to another one. It's 4 days ago. The one we no. The one we was at was 12 hours ago. So unless they change it within 12 hours, I don't see that being wrong. Yeah, I don't see that being wrong. That one was 12 hours ago on the Garden site. It was 12 hours ago. Yeah, no, definitely not. Put this back on. Colombia is just all around better. Yeah, I haven't been to Argentina, so I can't speak on that. But okay. You know how many women walk up to like? See, this is the whole thing. This is why. See, this right here is why I tell people, don't just look at my videos and be like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. Go out there and make your own, because us brothers, I be wanting to watch other people's videos. And I would love to see somebody that has information on Argentina. Like somebody that has the videos of Argentina. Smooth, I don't know if you have it on your page, but I would go watch the videos. I would watch 3 or 4 videos to the end, because I don't know, I don't have the information, but what I Google. So that's why I try to tell everybody to really, go and do that, man. I mean, I agree kind of with Black Ham. I don't think it's ever a bad time to travel, but it could be difficult. Difficult means that it makes it worth more when you get there. True, Mexico was wide open despite the news and articles. Facts, man. No way, Smooth. Okay. You talking? Been to Colombia twice. Venezuela. All right. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get to the end. Brazil's a cheat code. I don't count it. More humble. Collins. All right. That's the honest planet. Yes. Okay. Mexico didn't shut. Exactly. Leadership changes through the Mexicans. Let's see. Mexico. Like I said, I really like Mexico. I just want to get back to Colombia though, because I want to go see my Venezuelan girl, and I do want to go link up and hang out in Cartagena with the homies. Are there normal girls in Cartagena? Yes, but here's the thing with normal girls in Cartagena. There are women who will only take money for time. Daycare workers, pros. But then there are women that want to just meet the person and get to know them. They say no soy escort. That's what they say. They say no soy escort. But let's be realistic here. let's just be realistic here. If this one that doesn't want to be a pro is working at a job that's paying her $20 a day, and you come up to her and you offer her $80, 4 days worth of work, she could be a normal girl. But to 4 days worth of work for that, how long do you think that's going to last in a country that's going through economical issues as well as everybody else around the world? So that's why I said it's you can find them, but what can you consider a regular girl now, a normal girl now? What's good? What's good, Dope Queen? That's a classic video play. Oh, definitely, man. Does anyone know if Mexico is open? Yes, Mexico is open. No, it doesn't require a PCR test. No, there isn't any quarantine. Shout out to Social Light Skin. Shout out to BG. B Jizzle is in Playa del Carmen right now. It's a lot. Yeah, it's definitely not requiring anything. It never has. It never has. Oh, shout out to Fred House. Look, that quick. That quick. Fred House is actually in Mexico right now. That's what's up. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I went to Mexico twice a year. Better than Listen, I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop saying stuff about DR because people are starting to think I don't like DR. I do like DR. I just been there 3 times and I refuse to go under a curfew that got me in the house at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or even 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll do 12 o'clock at night. I'm cool with that. Anything before that, no way. So that's the reason why right now I'm not with DR. What's going on? Brick City in the building. Block was chain. What's up, man? Bro, when the next trip? Listen, we're talking about it right now. For those that just came in the room, for those that don't know, February 10th, I'm heading to Cartagena with the homie King James, and with Social Light Skin's going to be there, and Passport Stamp is going to be there, and Stillmatic might be there. February 10th, we're going to Cartagena, and then on February 13th, I'm leaving Cartagena to go to Barranquilla, Colombia. There's not going to be a carnival, they say, but there's going to be a lot of parties there. There's going to be people there, and I'm going to hang out with my Venezuelan woman the whole time I'm there. Except for the first day. First day, all on me. Let's see. All right, we almost finished. We almost finished. Are there any travel restrictions flying to Colombia from the USA? There's no travel restrictions, but once again, based on the information I got from 12 hours ago from the website, you need to have a PCR test or they're going to require you to quarantine for 14 days. Once again, how they're going to prove that you're staying inside for 14 days, I don't know. However, in the United States, when you went from Florida to New York, you were supposed to quarantine for 5 days. For 12 days. But how do they track in the United States? If they can't track in the United States, you think they can track it in Colombia? So it's up to you, man. Jay Brass, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for coming in, man. We're about to end this soon because we're already 8 minutes over. Just in case, what's going on? Google Flight says still travel restricted to Mexico. Listen, Google Flight says what? Hold on, let me see this. No. Where are you leaving from? Let's because I don't think that. Let me see. I just checked Mexico. Hold up. EWR to Mexico to Cancun. Nah, no. Wait. Oh, wait, that's March. Oh, it's saying March. Hold up. Let's go February. No, let's even go January. January 7th. Come back Friday. No, it's definitely not. I don't know. Maybe it's the airport you're in. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, maybe it's the airport that you're in. But yeah, it's definitely not. Because I remember when certain websites said it was canceled. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Does the place you're staying allow you to bring back guests? Okay, Jay, here's the update. The place that I'm staying, for those that just walked in the room, this is the place that I'm staying. I picked this place because I really like the way it looks. I like to have the atmosphere, and it allows guests, but you have to put their name down as a visitor 24 hours in advance or the day before. But they have access to all common areas as far as the pool, as far as the sauna, as far as the workout center. Once they're down as your guest 24 hours in advance, they have access to all this. However, there are places like the one right here that I pointed out where you don't have to sign them up 24 hours in advance. If you go into house rules, it'll tell you this is a self-check-in, so you're not even seeing no guard. You're checking in with the, and this actually might be a better place to stay, because if you don't want to take the PCR test and you stay in a self-check-in place, who's going to check you if there's nobody there because everything's electronic? But as I was saying, guest visits are not allowed in the common areas like pool or the sauna, but they can come to your Airbnb. And this is an example of the two types of things that's going on right now. The one where you can have guests, but you got to book 24 hours in advance, or you can have guests, but they just can't go to any of the common areas like this. So if you want to get a picture of them by the pool, you want to get them swimming in the pool with a nice bikini, you want to relax in the pool while they're there, you can't do any of that in this place. But in this place you can, but you need 24 hours in advance. So that's the difference between those two, and that's basically what's going on in Colombia right now. Appreciate it, man. Listen, hey, listen. That's the best part, man. If you can't travel right now, just stack your bread till you're ready. Stack your time off, your POT or whatever it is. But the fact that you have a plan to do that is more than enough, man. Because there's a lot of people that know this is out here and have no plans of ever traveling. They just want to watch. But as you said, until I can travel again. Best words of that sentence. Well, Brazil, I'm gonna get back to Brazil eventually, but right now it's Dub. Mr. Dump, your boyfriend from the 305. What's going on, man? All right, so we gotta be getting towards the end of this list, fella, because I'm 12 minutes over already. Venezuela's go hard. Brazil to die. What's going on, Global Paper? Models and bottles. Simply P4P. All right, we got you. Hell yeah, there's most expensive there. Investments to die. Yeah, Brazil. Right now, Brazil is very, very inexpensive. Right now, blockchain. Yup. Right now, Brazil is the most inexpensive place, I think. Okay, I got another one. That fast. Barber World TV will be in Cartagena in February as well. Listen, look at this, everybody. I just showed you guys. It's a $49 flight from Newark, New Jersey. Or I'm for a $79 flight from Newark, New Jersey to Cartagena. $79 one way, $200 the way back. That price has never been that low. Even though it's Spirit, it is Spirit, but there's probably other low ones too. Oregon, what's going on, man? Listen, man, I'm just trying to show people there's another way, man. Like, it's a lot of people that don't see the hope out there, man. Some of us, we just want to show hope. Like, the money is good, but the fact that these videos are going to be able to be on, hopefully YouTube, the fact that these videos are going to be able to be on this platform and give hope to everybody, that means more to me than anything. Now, Barber TV definitely has a great channel, man. I thought it said 50K. 50K for a second. Nah. And once again, I did not pay $175 a night. I'm not saying it's a bad price. Yeah, it actually is. I didn't pay $175 a night. I paid like $130, and it's between me and the homie King James. So that's good. It's a good deal. Just in case Travel Squad. Oh man. Tim Clark, what's up, man? What it do? I definitely appreciate it, man. We spoke last when you was in Vegas. Okay. Oh, I remember. Yeah. I remember. That was the first time I went to Miami. Definitely, man. Travel Squad said, just to get research. Thanks, kindly subscribe. Cool. Yeah, definitely. The total recall test. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. All right. How far are we now? All right, so we're gonna skip I'm gonna try to get to everybody, but listen, we're far down. I'm gonna try to brush through this. Abdul, what's going on, man? 216 from Arizona. Oh man, I'll be back. I'll be going back to Miami on the 16th from Barranquilla, man. Oh, Martin, at the end of this month, listen, Martin, if you can, we're going to still be doing this. Give us an update, because if you're going at the end of January, it's going to be a dope update for us going in February. So if you can stay in tune, we'll be doing these lives like at least once a week. This week I'm going to do it twice, because we're going to do this part right here, and then Wednesday we're going to talk about the women. But then for the next 3 weeks, we're going to do it once a week. Hopefully on the last week, you'll remember and you'll let us know what the update is the last week. So just in case we ain't got to check. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The flight costs less than the test, which is what I'm saying. Quarantine, I don't know. Let's see. Things change quickly. Yes, definitely does. Colombia in general is not the same. It's okay. There's the holiday season, and now I was there last holiday season, and now not a lot of locals and Venezuelans. A lot of tourists and couple. Wow, that's crazy. Not a lot of Venis. There are a lot of Venis in Mexico. My mind was blown how many Venezuelan women were in Mexico, man. So, and you know I was all over Mexico, so that was crazy. I'm gonna have to skip Booster one night, get the test through the cost. Wow. All right, we're gonna skip through. Okay, Born Back. Vacation in March. Where you going, man? Gusto's is straight. What city is best to buy apartment? I'm gonna say Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen is the best if you're gonna be internationally. You're talking about nationally. Anything right now? Who knows? Everything's jumping up. Okay, the wise. I hear you. What's going on, Unforgiven? What it do, man? What camera do I use to blog with? When I'm out at night, I use my Galaxy Note 9. When I'm there during the day, if it's an event, I'll use my Sony handheld 4K AX53 or my Mavic Pro or my Mavic Air drone. That's during the day. But most of the time, I'm using this because this is the most comfortable thing for people to respond with. All right, let's go. We're almost at the end vlogging. Mexico Point. I'm trying to get to everybody because I don't want anybody to feel left out. So we had 139 people. No matter if this room goes down, I'm going to try to get to everybody's message before I close this off, because I appreciate everybody's. Then why does it say travel restriction on Mexico Google Play? I just went to Mexico. What does it say travel restricted? You mean this right here? Oh, no. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It's always going to say that. But when you say show flights, this just means, this right here just means like, I don't know what it just means, because it said the same thing when I went there. Yeah, I don't know. Like it just said, it's always said this travel restricted for every single time I went there. So I don't know. But here's the thing: if airplanes are flying there, there's no travel restrictions. Airplanes are flying there. There's no travel restrictions. There's a lot of better places to park in Yaris. Too many police and overpriced. 7th floor looks better than the main club. Okay. So true. Went to Cabo. Amazing. Dope. The investing in lockdowns. Yeah, man. Listen, these lockdowns are going to show you the best places to invest in, man. You know what kind of place is going to do what. There's a curfew at 8 p.m. in Mexico. Wow, that's different. That's different. I think right now what they're doing is all the countries are changing because it's right after the holidays, maybe. But we're gonna see. Black Man's Guide again. No, here's the thing when I do my Black Man's Guide. I only do a Black Man's Guide once at per country. And then after I've done a Black Man's Guide for that country, I then do the vlogs. So in the vlogs, you'll see the updates. The quarantine updates, you'll see the updates of the different changes, but it won't be a Black Man's Guide. So where in Colombia would you buy a crib? For me, Barranquilla, Colombia. Why? Because it has room for growth. It's the place where Carnival is held every year, and on top of that, it's the most bang for your buck. Medellin is dope, but Medellin doesn't have anywhere around it like a beach. For me, I want beach. At the same time, I want options in more than just one area. Also, Medellin prices are super high to buy property. Cartagena prices are super high to buy property. And in this pandemic, what happens is that it showed that when the country shuts down, Cartagena is one of the first places to shut down and one of the longest places to shut down. So how do I work my way around that? I get a place in Barranquilla where I have the option to go to Cartagena for the weekend, or I can go to Santa Marta, or if you can fly anywhere in Colombia for $30. So that's why I would say Barranquilla. Joe Montana, what's going on? Have I been to Costa Rica? Yes, I have a black man's guide for it. If so, do they speak English? Yes, there's a lot of expats in Costa Rica. In fact, Costa Rica is one of the most expat countries in Central and South America. Are they easy to hook up? Pros are legal in Costa Rica, and girlfriends are, or I call them, some people call them girlfriends are very frequent. So easy, it just depends on what your personality is like. Her Latin girls are friendly and will approach you. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's a different family raising. It's a different culture, and the culture is more nice to everyone. Medellin, safe travels. Appreciate it, Joe King. Hotels, Airbnbs, definitely Airbnbs. More freedom. Let's see. Smooth. Is that worth seeing? Then we're back. And I'm browsing through everybody, see if anybody has any comments or questions. Do Brazilian talent perform better when it counts to Colombian talent? Oh, about to say. Oh, sure. Oh, that's a good question. It depends. From my experience, the women are fun in Cartagena, and the women, some of the women I was with in Cartagena and in Barranquilla were from Bogota and Medellin. They were fun, but I feel as though in Brazil sometimes you get more of a girlfriend vibe, even though it's even if it's not a girlfriend. Like I had a girl I didn't pay for, and I had a girl that wasn't a pro in Brazil, but I didn't have any pros when I went to Brazil. I only had that vibe, but the vibe she gave me was a girlfriend vibe. So I think Brazil has more of a girlfriend vibe. Kevin, what's going on, man? Oh, when you going to Brazil? Oh, I've been to Brazil. I've been there 4 years ago. 2005 years now. 2016. I got the Black Men's Guide and the what's the name vlog from Brazil with 6 episodes. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Whiskey says, when you are quarantined overseas, you don't quarantine at home. They send you a government facility that you have to pay for. For example, in Korea, it's 2 weeks, and you can pay up front $3K, or you can go home. Wow. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody ever say that about Colombia, though. So I don't know. I got to really look more into that, Whiskey. Okay. I follow. You follow back with it. Okay. You follow. Okay. I want to know if the DR is worth it. If you don't mind going on curfew, going in the house at 12 o'clock on the weekends, 12 o'clock lunchtime, not nighttime, lunchtime, 12 o'clock. If you don't mind being in the house, or if you don't mind being in the house, I believe it's 5 o'clock during the week. Yeah, it's definitely worth it because it's gonna be pros everywhere trying to hang out with you, and it's gonna be in the house a lot. I don't like being in the house a lot, so maybe not for me. I heard South Korea quarantine is 1K. That's crazy. That is crazy, David. That's crazy too. No, I've never been to Sosua. I've been to La Vega. I've been to Punta Cana. Only 2 places. I've been to La Vega and I've been to Punta Cana. I went for my aunt's wedding. I took one of my girlfriends there at the time, and La Vega, I was. It was like a quick trip with a friend. I didn't even know you could enter Thailand. I didn't even know you could enter Thailand either. I don't really think you can actually. Because I just watched somebody's video. Colombia is the 26th largest country, over 50 million people. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I definitely doubt they're watching everybody Barber on TV. But hey, Barber, remember to. I'll probably remind you in the future. But since you are going in February, definitely let me know where you're going to get your PCR test done at, because I'm considering getting it done so that I don't have to quarantine 14 days or try to sneak out while I'm supposed to be on quarantine. If you get it done in New York or something, then I probably won't, because I'm going to be in Miami. But if you get it done in Miami before you go, let me know, or circle around, because I'll be in Miami on Monday, I believe, and I'm staying there until I meet King James on Wednesday to testify to Cartagena. Okay, let's see. What's going on, Coach Warren? Yes, sir. You need to make the only. Sasua is amazing, but flights are more expensive in February. Let's see. Actually, you find it. Let me see. Let's see. Actually. I'm trying to get to everybody's message. That's the only reason why we're still live right now. So I can get to everybody's message. Yes, Coach Warren. Mexico was truly amazing. And that's crazy. $5K for 2 months to quarantine. Answered that one already. Do I think Barranquilla is going to be popping this year for parties? Yes and no. It would be popping for parties if they don't do a mandatory quarantine again. However, if they do a mandatory quarantine, I think there's going to be a lot of secret stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff with people. You got to know people to get around. But personally, I'm going to Barranquilla because, one, I need to open a bank account with BBVA. Two, I'm going to hang out with my Venezuelan girl. The parties are going to be what I do on the first day. On the 13th, when I get there, me and King James, we're going to turn up. We're going to go to parties. We might go to South Barranquilla. We're going to do all that stuff that's available. But for the rest of the time, I'm going to be with my Venezuelan woman. Oh, yes. Okay. Coach Warren, what part of Colombia was you in? Check to see if the carnival canceled. I used to go to Panama. No, Panama's definitely canceled. I'm hearing a mixed signal between Barranquilla saying they're either going to have a carnival with no people and just film it on TV, or they're going to move the carnival to June. Those are the two options I've heard. Haiti wide open too? Okay. Yeah. I think people will show up. The streets. Yeah, likewise. Listen, I'm just going to see what it's like, man. I mean, Collins, like I said, I'm going there. Like I said, I'm going there for other reasons, so it made more sense for me to stay. I'm going there for the bank account. I'm going there to hang out with my Venezuelan woman. So it made more sense for me to just go anyway. No curfews where? Google flights throwing me off. Yeah, like I said, David Thomas, that whole thing. If the flight, remember when the pandemic just started? Do you remember when the pandemic just started? If you was trying to book a flight to certain places, there just would be no flights available. That's when flights are restricted. When there's no flights available, when you just can't get a flight because there's no flights accessible, that's when it's restricted. That travel restriction is bogus. You can hit anything in Colombia if you got US dollar. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. DR is where it's at. I can't wait to visit. I mean, it's a sewer. I think it's a good start. I really think DR is the best place to start because it'll really teach you a lot of stuff about the rest of the world on a faster pace. So when you get to other places, you won't be as stuck on it. I go every week to Mexico and Arizona. Okay, that's dope. What, Tijuana? What's going on, Killer Cam? Ah, I could do that too. But I mean, I'm sure the other one was right. What did it say on the embassy page? All right, we almost done. We almost all right. Good. We almost done. We almost done. We almost at the end. We almost at the end, fellas. All right. Wow. I thought we were just at the end. Okay, here we go. Nick, what's up, man? Any way to get the Uber Beats info from Mexico without getting Instagram account? No. The only way I share. Here's the thing. There's certain things that I cannot share on YouTube because there's certain links and you can't put phone numbers on YouTube because it'll be random people calling the person. It'll be some wild stuff and all this other crazy stuff. You cannot also. There's no. Also, I also don't accept emails. I have my emails. I have two personal emails. They're business. One business, one personal email. I don't answer even when somebody sends me a message. I'll see the message, but I'll never open it because I don't want that to be a trend when people send me emails because I have personal stuff and I have so I give everybody the option to hit me up on Instagram. It don't take much to create an Instagram account and send me a message on the DM post. But everybody knows if I don't, I'm gonna get to everybody. I might not get to you within 24 hours, but I get to every single message the same way I get to every comment. Let's see. Technically we're in code red, but the airport is open. Okay, so see, Social Light Skin is in Mexico still. I didn't know you were still in Mexico, Social Light Skin. I thought you had came back to the States for a little bit. Okay. People coming in this week. Okay. Let me see. I've been to Colombia a couple times. I don't think you have to take it. Oh, yeah. Let's see. That viewer's life. Yeah, it definitely was. Or is, rather. Like I said, Eddie Thompson, it's not a group trip. I don't ever plan group trips. I don't. Like, my homie, King James, I knew him since I was in high school. He's coming. We the only ones that's going to be, like, going together. And then everybody else, we just meet there because we know each other from other trips. D. Clay, what's going on? All the time, man. You already know. Each one teach one. We could all grow. Y'all got me wanting to check the company website. I know for a fact if you fill out migration info, you have to wait in a long line. Fill it out before you travel. Definitely, man. I'm going to do that. Love, yeah, definitely. That definitely got good content. Let's see. Okay, we're almost there. Now, I'm just an average guy, man. I'm an average guy who lives an extraordinary life. My life shows that it's possible. Bruh, I fit directly in the middle of everything. I'm just height, complexion, from the hood. Like, it's just dope. It's dope. It's a dope feeling to know that if I can do it, anybody can. I don't know why Goose is restricted, but not. He said, not sure why it says that if yours just worked, man. It's weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe then again, maybe it's the airport that you're leaving from. You gotta check that. It might be the airport that you're leaving from. Jason's Limit, what's going on? He said, yo, it's me. What's going on, man? Do I remember, Bryce? There's a lot of people I know, but Spirit don't work for me. Oh man, listen. Going back in June, July, it felt like heaven when I was in the Dolce Vita last night there. ES, did you make it to the new joint? What's that new club? Delirium? Because it looked like it was dope. And somebody tried to say Delirium is the place where all the top women are going now. So see that you see socialization right there. Shout out to socialization. That's socialization right there in the room. In the video, I mean. It's man. Quickly, yes, the places that I'm staying is guest friendly, but you have to let your Airbnb host know 24 hours in advance that the person is coming, and they have to fill out their information with their ID. So I'm only staying there because I like that spot. I want that atmosphere. But there are other places where you don't have to register your guests or nothing. You just take them inside. Yeah, definitely shout out to Andre every other day, man. If you guys see my Barranquilla videos, Andre every other day, he has a channel also. He's a cool dude, bro. He's from, I believe, Detroit or Chicago, and he's been living in Barranquilla for like a year and a half now. He moved over there. Got definitely a cool brother, man, with a lot of information, and he teaches Spanish too. Let's see. Mexico beach towns are more open than inland. Mexico's good. Just got back. Cool. So you just got back, Don. You just got back. Definitely, man. Make sure you subscribe to Barber World TV for real. Good info, good contact. And he's a retired barber that owns barbershops, and he cuts people's hairs like the different YouTuber hairs, and he also travels a lot, man. If you think I travel a lot, he travels like 4 times more than me. Curfews in Mexico depending on states. Here in Peru. Okay. So different states like Playa and Cancun have different curfews. Got it. It's hunting season. So what? He says, this year I'm going to start these documents here. Have I been to San Andreas, Colombia yet? Not yet. But when I seen Ace Live do it, I was like, well, that's dope. That's like a dope place to go. So I'm considering it. Like right now, because I'm fixing my place in Miami, my travel is not going to be like it was this year. I've traveled more in 2020 than I ever did in my life, just like traveling all over the place. But I'm not going to be able to do that this year because I'm putting together the place in Miami, and it's costing me a lot of money. But I'm definitely doing Tokyo if it's open, and Cuba and Colombia. Those are my 3 places. Haven't been to Santa Maria yet either. Let's see. Okay, I see how far back I am now. Wow, it's crazy. Beaches. Is it hard for somebody to learn Spanish? Jonathan, it's hard if you don't want to learn. If you don't want to learn, it's going to be hard. If you want to learn, it's not going to be easy. But if you have a reason to try to keep doing it, it's going to be a lot better. Like for me, I live in New Jersey. New Jersey's full of Spanish-speaking people. So I see a Spanish person, a Latino person every day. So I'm able to communicate with them in Spanish every day to keep my Spanish going. Because the hardest part is not learning Spanish. The hardest part is being able to keep Spanish in your head. Because once you stop practicing or once you stop using it, it's gone. It's not like riding a bike. Oh, we did that one. Let's back here. I don't know about that. 12 a.m. Let's see. Hey, bro, what Airbnb spot you stay at in Cartagena? I'll be going. I don't know if you're still here, but I showed everybody earlier. I'll show you again. I'm staying at this spot. It's right on the beach, Moro City. It's a 24-hour guest check-in requirement, but it's definitely the best looking place that I've saw. That was a reasonable price. Like I said, it's guest friendly, but you got to let them know 24 hours in advance. Spain, maybe. I get it done in the middle time. And why accept my insurance? Oh, okay. Oh, that's dope. I do have insurance too, so I'm gonna look. I'm flying from Florida, so it's tough. It's not love at first sight, but yeah. Let's see, Spain, South America's crazy. How do you open a bank account in Colombia? You need your certain places allow you to do it. BBVA is the easiest one, in my opinion. You just need your ID, and sometimes it requires checks or pay stubs, but most of the time you just need your ID and your passport, and that's it. And you just put the money in. You go in there. If you should watch Ace Live. He has or Jason Pizer Gringo. These 2 people have both walkthrough videos where it shows how to open a bank account with BBVA. No, he still on. It's a lot of black folks in Mexico. I couldn't believe how many Americans were there, especially the black women. Man, they outnumber us there. In Tulum, yes. Bruh, Tulum has the most American women I've seen outside of the country ever, man. The most. But definitely it's the only place you can go aside from Atlanta and Houston. Rank Cuba? It's hard to rank Cuba, man. Cuba, the culture is dope, the people are dope, the atmosphere is dope. The food is mostly horrible for me. The food is mostly horrible, but the people are so good. And not having internet is a big thing for me. So it's not going to be up there high. But for me, it's a place that I would go because of how I felt when I was over there. Are you going to be there in March? No, I'm leaving in February. Yeah, like if you try to book, yeah, right. Yeah, like it's not. If you try to book a flight in Venezuela, it's definitely not going to show up nothing. You can use Skyscraper app for flights and COVID updates. Okay, you check that out too. Skyscanner. Are you taking a flight or bus to Cartagena, Barranquilla? How much and for how much in February? How many days would you recommend staying in Barranquilla? I would, if you stay in Barranquilla, I would stay there for the weekend definitely. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and leave Sunday or leave Monday morning. So one of those. And I'm actually I got a private driver. I got a guy, a military guy, an ex-military guy who whenever I'm over there, you see him on my videos. His name is Vladimir. He's ex-military over there, ex-special forces, and now he drives. And whenever I go over there, I just have him pick me up and take me around. He's the one that took me and King James to Palenque, and that's why we was out there so late. I mean, able to move around. I've been to European countries, Jonathan. I've been to Iceland, kind of Europe. I've been to France, kind of Europe. I've been to London, England. I did a whole little thing over there where I went to Stonehenge and caught the Eurostar and all this other stuff. I have it all on my channel too. It's I don't have a guide to it though because that was way before I started doing the guides. I'm gonna go back though because I need to get like a better version. Now that I know a lot of people in the UK and England, I need to go back to get like a more local version rather than the tourist version. I'm cool with techno music too. Like the girl I met out there, they were playing techno music in the club I was in called Slug. It was in Fulham. I think it was in Fulham. I don't even know what Fulham is. I just know it was Fulham, and the name of the place was Slug. And I met this Australian girl who lives in England or lives in UK, wherever that was at. And I was able to link up with her and have some fun. So it's cool with me. Northern, I'm not sure if I was in Northern. I really don't even know the setup. Because when I went there back in I think 2015, maybe 2014. It's been a long time. Sweden, I want to go to. I haven't been there yet. I do want to go there. Girls that look like they bought a tower here in San Diego, they call it a track. Marcelo, I actually wanted to explore San Diego more, but I didn't get a chance to. We walked through it with this lady you see in the thing. She's really cool. But I didn't really get to explore San Diego the way I wanted to. Colombia is probably the move for next month. Playa this month. Yo, listen. Honestly, with Uber Beats, you can get around in Cancun. We went way over time, but with Uber Beats, you can get around in Cancun pretty decently. But Playa is just a whole different place, man. Playa is just very, very it's very very good to get around with. Oh, let's play your Ace videos. I was wondering where these videos are coming from. Hold up. Let me get some more videos from. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back here because I want to keep you guys. We're still here. Wow, we're still here. A lot of people. We're gonna talk some more, but I'm trying to get to the end of these comments before I play this. This is what I try to tell people. I have a lot of videos that a lot of people haven't seen yet, but let's see season 1 Cartagena. What's season 1 Cartagena at? Season 1 Cartagena is right here. Play all. Here we go. Season 1 Cartagena. My first time in Cartagena. Let's go. All right, good. I think we almost at the end now. Perfect. Couple more people left. Yeah, Sweden, Stockholm is rich. I haven't been to Stockholm, but I definitely want to go to Sweden. I mean, rather. How far is Medellin from Cartagena? What is it? Hour flight? An hour flight on a $30 round trip flight is an hour. Might swing in February and kick it with the bros. I'll be in Medellin during Super Bowl. Oh, that's dope. See, like right now, I'm building. I'm building so that I can eventually, when my kids are old enough, be able to travel as much as maybe Barber World TV travels. I want to have that ability, but I can't retire for another 7 years because I want to show my kids I can do 25 years at one job. So even if they don't become entrepreneurs like I am, they'll know that they can get a job and work 25 years. But I do want to start going to places for a month at a time. I do want to start going to places for 2 months at a time, coming back maybe every other weekend to go see my son or something, my daughter or something. But yeah, right now I'm not able to. What do you recommend to learn Spanish? What do I use? Honest tomato, I use Duolingo. The easiest way I learned it, the way that worked for me, not easiest. The way that worked for me was using Duolingo and then just throwing myself in the country and forcing myself to learn the language. That's why I went a lot of places solo in the beginning, because I needed to force myself to learn the language to survive. So that's Duolingo, and that it doesn't. Duolingo is free on your phone. I don't know. Well, I don't know. You can find pleasure everywhere you go, but Asians are traveling. I mean, they go Ace in the video when we went to Cartagena the first time. He's a traveler, so he's going to move around different places. Right now, he's going out throughout Colombia. Then he might go back to Asia. Then he might go other places. You know what I mean, so you can't just stay in one place long. You could, but it would just make you an expat and not a traveler. But he's a traveler. Tokyo's going to open in 2020. Tokyo is going to be open in 2020. Japan went back on lockdown. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm planning for Cuba is a definite. I'm definitely going to Cuba because I want to see my Cuban friend. Tokyo is a definite if it's open. I'm paying for that $1,500 flight. I'm paying for that Airbnb. It's a definite if it opens. Those are two the only definite. Everything else is just not going to happen because back and forth to Miami I'm back and forth to Miami every week. I'm going back to Miami at the end of this week. I'm going to Miami. Then I come back. I have my kids the following week. Well, I have my son every day, before school. And my daughter, I see her once a week. But then after that week, I'm going back to Miami at least once a month. Can you do Guadalajara? I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. Taiwan would be a good move. I have to say, I know you guys know I'm just the average guy. I don't got all this money. you guys be having like mad ideas. I don't have all this money, so stuff be taking a long time for me to get around different places because the way I like to move. Colombia gave you the best bang for your buck. Yes. For me, yes. Colombia gave me the best bang for my buck. There are places that I enjoyed other things more. Like Costa Rica for me was the most adventurous place I've been because there was a bunch of stuff you could do from the hot springs to going through the jungle to jet skiing to zip lining over the rainforest to volcanoes. So for me, Costa Rica was the most adventurous. And Brazil might have had the best looking woman, not the most women that look good, but rather the best looking women might have been Brazil for me. Dubai was just a whole different experience. Trinidad was more family oriented. It felt like home, a home away from home. But yeah, if I had to put all the sliders in one, yeah, Colombia does. Let's see. Every time I go into this thing, I just get so many more things. It's true. Flyboy says you gotta, yeah, definitely, man. Oh, and apply the karma, yeah. Mexico really got me. Do you know that Tokyo is the most expensive city? Facts. I do, bro. When I was planning my Tokyo trip last year, $1,500 for a round trip flight, and that was a discount. That was a discount because that's when COVID was happening, and I got $1,500 for a round trip flight. That was the cheapest I ever seen it in like 5 months. To get Airbnb was $300 a night for 2 people, and it was like sleeping on the floor or something like that. It was $200 a night to sleep on the floor. The toilets, it was different, but yeah, I know. I'm just, I gotta do it because I really want to do it. By the way, what made you move out Florida? What made you move? By the way, what made you move out Florida? I've been thinking about moving there as well. Oh, I don't live in Florida. I live in New Jersey. I still work in New Jersey, but I bought a property in Florida because I knew this whole pandemic was going to give me the opportunity to get to own property somewhere where I could go if I couldn't leave the country. I was originally supposed to buy a place in Colombia, Barranquilla. I had about $64,000 in my 401k. When the president Trump had the CARES Act, when the CARES Act passed, rather, it allowed me to take money out of my 401k, which I couldn't do before, without paying a 20% penalty. Now, if I wanted to take it out before, I would pay a 20% penalty. It would be a lot of money that comes out. But when they made it possible, I was like, oh, shoot. So I took the money out. I took all the money out. I said, I had a hardship. I was quarantined for 2 weeks. So I took all the money out. And I was going to buy a place in Colombia. I was working with the lawyer in Medellin to get a place in Cartagena, in Barranquilla. And that's when Colombia shut down. So then I just had all this money sitting here. And for those that know about money, if you have it sitting out in cash, it loses its value with interest when interest goes up, when stuff goes up. So I had to put it somewhere, and that's why I bought the place in Miami. Also, if you go to Japan, like I said, I'm going to be moving around, but I don't know. Fulham is in South London. I'm in East London. Oh, okay. I didn't know none of that stuff, bro. Save the chick talk for Wednesday. Yeah, I'm definitely saving the chick talk for Wednesday. How old am I? How old are you, player? Oh, I'm 36. I'm 36. Oh my goodness, John Wayne, what's going in the building? What it do, man? Yo, John Wayne a cool brother too, man. He a truck driver, kind of like I drive trucks, and he also was down to Barranquilla. If you've seen the Barranquilla videos, shout out to John Wayne. What's the weave situation in Colombia? I don't know. I got braids, so Yo, I've been trying to get a Japan chick on deck. Japan, listen, it's very expensive. Like the guy said, it's very expensive, Ralph. When I was planning that Tokyo trip, I'm talking about $3,000-$4,000, and that's not even including spending cash, man. That wasn't even including spending cash. I'm talking about $3,000-$4,000 between flight, Airbnb, food. Spending cash is completely different. Why not Guadalajara? Well, because Guadalajara is a place in Mexico that I haven't heard any like major big things. Like I've heard of Tijuana being big for certain things. Cancun, of course, Playa del Carmen, but Guadalajara, it's not a place that I would stop all my travels to go. But Ty says Taiwan's less expensive than Tokyo. Definitely. LOL, use balling mentor. Stop with the average talk. It's not even balling, man. It's just that what happens is that I don't put money where a lot of people put money. I don't buy change in big change or big watches, and most of the clothes I get used to be from overseas, but now I can't even get them from overseas because the mail people take so long. They might not get here to June, so I still shop at Foreman Mills. It's where you spend your money that really matters. I haven't been to Cali yet. So I don't want to speak on that yet. But I do plan on going to Cali. I do. That's dope. Appreciate it, man. I find a lot of thanks, Van Lee. Appreciate it, man. Just trying to, tell my story, man. That's about it. John Wayne says, I'm headed to Morro, São Paulo, Brazil. Okay. Definitely have a safe time, man. Oh, I got there. We're there. An hour later, we finally made it. All right, I was from Salvador by here. Listen, you're gonna have an amazing time in Brazil. You're gonna have an amazing time in Brazil. Like I said, I was in Sao Paulo. It's dope. It's down to earth. I don't understand Portuguese as much, but I used to be very fluent in Portuguese. But it's cool. Thank you everybody for staying still. We had 147 people in the room. We hit 162. We are at the end of the list. I got to the last message, and I just want to say thank you guys. And once again, if you want to hear about the lady part, because the pregame for the ladies is coming up on Wednesday, because I'm going to do it when I have the single man's perspective, dating from the single man's perspective. So this is the only week I'm going to probably have 2 episodes of the pregame. This one we did with the hotels, with the information for how much it costs to get over there, airlines, and we did it with the activities. Wednesday we're going to do it with the girls. I'm going to show you some of the girls that I've hit on Tinder and they hit me up. I'm going to tell you about the girl that I'm going to hang out with on the 13th and the 14th. I'm on the 10th and the 11th, and then I'll maybe break off a little bit into hanging out with my Venezuelan girl in Barranquilla. So I appreciate everybody from coming in. I don't know. Yes, of course the girls in Colombia Colombia with an O. Wear weaves. Marcelo, thanks for coming in too, man. It's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I will see you on Wednesday for the next pregame. Peace.